Welcome to Hidden Headlines. Okay, let's jump right in. We're doing a deep dive today into some major events outlined in the latest report.
That's right. We're looking at the historic Gaza deal President Trump announced.
And the hostage returns expected next week. Some pretty direct comments from the president about the Nobel Peace Prize.
Lots to cover. We need to really get into every detail here.
Definitely. So first up, this Gaza deal. The report says Finnish President Alexander Stubb called it historic.
Yeah, and diplomacy at its best. Critically, he apparently credited decisive American leadership.
Right. The analysis we have contrasts this sharply with what it calls the softer approaches of prior administration.
Which it allegedly stalled things for, over 600 days? So this is being framed as a major breakthrough because of that different approach.
So what are the actual terms? It sounds pretty comprehensive.
It really is. It mandates the release of all remaining hostages. That's huge.
In exchange for what?
A phased ceasefire. Israeli troops pulling back to where they were before October 7th, 2023, and the release of over 1,700 Palestinian prisoners.
Wow. So this basically marks the end of almost 2 years of conflict.
That's the goal. A conflict that the UN reportedly estimates cost over 40,000 lives. It's significant.
Absolutely significant. You know, getting this kind of important news out there past all the noise online, it can be tough.
It really can. You have something important to say, a perspective to share, and it just disappears. Or maybe your family tunes out. It's frustrating.
Exactly. So if that sounds familiar, you really should check out the Next Gen Business has become a reporter system. It's designed to help you unlock your voice.
Yeah, it's a 30-day program. Daily lessons help you figure out how to curate reliable sources, craft content that actually connects, and build an audience that listens. Really practical stuff.
It is. Okay, back to the report. Hostages. This is obviously the most immediate human element.
And the news seems positive. The first phase, the return of about 100 living hostages and also remains, is allegedly set for October 13th, just days away.
President Trump reportedly said he hopes to be there.
Yes, and mentioned everybody's celebrating. Everybody loves the deal. Captures the mood, I suppose.
Now, the report digs into how this apparently happened. It points to an unyielding stance.
Right, specifically threatening to withhold U.S. military aid to Israel and also sanctions warnings against Hamas backers. Real pressure points.
And it seems hostage families and Israeli officials are crediting that tough approach. They're saying it averted even worse escalation.
And the report draws a direct contrast there with what it calls Biden-era delays, alleging those delays left dozens of Americans in captivity for longer.
That tough stance connects to the next piece, doesn't it? The Nobel Peace Prize discussion.
It does. President Trump's comments were very much focused on results, not awards. He reportedly said he stopped 8 wars to save lives, not for a prize.
8 wars, that's quite a claim. What does the report suggest that covers?
It lists ceasefires like Yemen Houthis, obviously Gaza now, and also de-escalations in places like Syria and the South China Sea. Tangible outcomes.
And the life-saving aspect is emphasized. Israeli Defense Forces data allegedly suggests this Gaza deal alone prevented something like 100,000 additional casualties.
That's a staggering number, and it reinforces the idea that this kind of concrete result, based on American strength, is what defines successful foreign policy, not just rhetoric.
Speaking of different perspectives, if you're someone who wants to help bridge divides in the country, you should know about the Next Gen Business's mission.
Oh yeah, they're focused on trying to de-radicalize the extremes by encouraging people to share news from all sides, center, left, and right. It's about understanding, not just shouting.
Exactly. It feels like it's time to heal things. You can apply to their free Become a Reporter challenge. Join hundreds of others who are reportedly getting millions of views sharing balanced information. It's a positive step.
Definitely worth looking into. Now, the final piece of the report we need to touch on is the president's critique of a previous Nobel Prize winner.
Right, Barack Obama's 2009 prize. Amid talk of nominations for himself, President Trump apparently didn't hold back.
No. The report details him saying Obama got a prize for doing nothing and then added a pretty sharp comment about allegedly destroying the country.
The report analyzes the precedent there. That 2009 award came just 9 months into Obama's first term.
Based on what the report calls vague multilateral diplomacy promises rather than, concrete achievements at that point.
And it draws a contrast, pointing out that award allegedly came before policies that added, $9 trillion to the U.S. debt? And potentially weakened alliances.
Exactly. So the argument presented is you have one instance allegedly rewarding rhetoric early on versus the current situation where the focus is on claimed results like hostage releases and ending conflicts through resolute action. A very different picture.
It's a lot to think about. If you found this deep dive useful and you want to be part of improving the conversation in this country, please join us.
Yeah, subscribe, like the video, rate this show, whatever helps get these discussions out there. We need better discourse so future generations can inherit a stronger America.